Go.
Houston, we have a problem. Nope, that works. Let's see what we got going on here. Yep. Power supply. Got to take it out, put a new one in. So usually there's 3 or 4 screws over here. You start taking screws out around the thing. Right here next to the thingamajobber. This one happened to have 3. Take the little tiny ones out. Those are hard to put back. There we go. Here's your power source. Sometimes there's fancy little clips down here. Do not cut the blue wire. Okay, so here's your power source. Takes AC current, runs it into DC current. And we've talked about that. That's kind of cool. Alright, so as you take that out, unplug each one carefully. There's your power that goes to the processor. There's the power that goes to the motherboard. Probably 5 volts. And as you slowly disassemble this, if you do not have a photographic memory in your pocket, take it out, take a picture, put it back in your pocket. That way you know where they go.
Very smart.
So here's one set of power leads. Those are 12 volts. They go to your CD drives or your hard drives. There's your power source. Oh look, here's a new power source. Before we do that, let's zoom in here. Let's look and see what else things require power. Here's PCI slots, there's a video card, here's your processor, it requires power. Hey, look at that. There it is. Processor and stuff right here. These are your memory things. They get power from the motherboard. Where's the motherboard get the power from? Right there. These are your storage devices and things you use to get stuff into the processor. They require power. See this? This is the case. It doesn't require power, but it does provide a ground for all the power to flow through. So, let's stick this puppy back in. Remember where everything went? Only goes in one of 2 ways. One way is right, the other way isn't. You stick that in to where it goes from there. Find your power lead that goes to your processor. It only goes in one way, and there's only one way it can go. This one's got a little snappy thing on it. A little snappy thing goes into the himmy-jobby right there. Push till you hear a click. If you're a crack, go get another power source. And sometimes they have these nasty little things on them like that to protect them so they don't provide any power, so leave that one on there if you don't need it. Find which power source goes to where. Usually they're connected like that for hard drives. This would be like for a hard drive and a floppy drive. You know what a floppy drive is? No, Kyle, not that. And when the C plug goes in, notice they're rounded like that. They can only go in one way. Don't force it, don't spit on it, don't get a hammer. Those don't click, just push in until they kind of bottom out. You can go from there. There's your floppy drive. It requires a smaller power source. It only goes in one way. If you have a floppy drive. This computer's new enough not to have that floppy drive. Oh yeah, there it is. Right there. So that gets that one. There you go. And then get your screws. Once everything's secure. Back in. Turn it till your elbow goes click. Try not to have too much caffeine before you try to put the screws in the holes. Click. And it's important to put all the screws back in the power source so it doesn't bounce around as you take your computer from place to place. Click. Yeah. And you close it back up. power source in. Plug into the wall, hit the power button, you're ready to go.